Hey, let me ask you something straight up. You probably caught the clip this week. Trump on the screen, calm as anything, saying the war's very complete, pretty much. Markets reacted fast. Oil dipped hard for a day or two. You felt that tiny exhale, right? Like, okay, maybe the madness peaks here. Gas might ease back. Groceries won't keep climbing. Heating won't sting as much next bill. But check your phone right now. Brent crude's hovering around $100 to $101 a barrel today. WTI's not far behind at $95 to $96. In the US, the national average for regular gas just hit about $3.60 a gallon, up sharply in the last couple weeks alone. Over in Europe, you're looking at petrol averaging 1.65 to 1.85 euros per liter, depending on the country. That converts to roughly $6.80 to $8 plus a gallon equivalent. Diesel's even higher in many spots. So here's the real question we're going to unpack together for the next half hour or so. If the war is supposedly very complete, why does your wallet still feel like it's getting squeezed every single day? Why hasn't the relief shown up where it matters? At the pump, in the supermarket aisle, on your utility statement. No panic, no doom, just a calm walk through what's actually happening, why it's happening, and what it means for someone like you. Grinding a regular job, paying bills, trying to save a little on the side. Grab your drink, settle in. This is the kind of conversation that makes you feel clearer when you walk away. Let's start with a real person's Tuesday. Call him Alex. 29, lives in a mid-sized US city like Atlanta, or maybe outside Manchester in the UK. Decent job, maybe project coordinator, nurse, junior dev. After taxes and deductions, he clears roughly $4,300 a month in the States, or 3,400 euros equivalent in Europe. Monday night, he sees the Trump quote trending, very complete. He thinks, all right, maybe next fill-up won't hurt so much. He goes to bed feeling lighter. Tuesday morning hits. Alarm. Coffee. That same £4 or $5.50 flat white is now $5.90 because the beans flew farther on more expensive jet fuel and the milk truck burned pricier diesel. He drives to work. 28-mile commute each way. Tank was $72 last fill 2 weeks ago. This time, $84. Same car, same route, just more. Gets to the office. Lunch run. Sandwich and drink combo jumps from $11 to $12.30. Afternoon snack. That protein bar or yogurt, up 30 cents. Evening. Grocery stop on the way home. The usual. Chicken breasts, rice, veggies, milk, bread, some fruit. Basket that used to land at $72 to $75, now $82. Why? Trucks delivering to the store pay more in diesel. Farmers paying more to run equipment. Fertilizer costs tied to natural gas, which tracks oil loosely. Packaging shipped from farther away because routes got rerouted or insurance spiked. He gets home. Heating kicks on. That bill last month was already up 15 to 20% from winter baseline because of the energy tightness. Electricity, too, in places where it's gas-fired. By 9 p.m., he opens his banking app. Paycheck came in, but after rent, $1,700 mortgage or 1,400 euro rent, car note plus insurance, $420, student loan minimum, $240, credit card minimum, $180, utilities, $320 now, groceries, $450 this month, transport, $220, phone, streaming, coffee, eating out, $340. He's staring at maybe $400 to $500 left for the rest of the month. And that $100 to $150 extra bleed from Energy Ripple, it came out of that cushion, silently. No big dramatic purchase, just everything costing a little more. Sound familiar? That's not bad money management. That's physics meeting paycheck reality. Let's break the math down slow and clear. No fancy charts, just dollars and cents. Take the commute alone. Say 240 miles a week average. Car does 28 mpg. Pre-spike gas at $3 per gallon, about $25.70 per week. Now at $3.60, $30.85 per week. Difference, $5.15 per week, roughly $22 per month just on gas for one person. Now layer the ripple. Groceries. Transport and production costs push food at home prices up 4 to 8% in a prolonged spike. On a $400 to $500 monthly shop, that's $20 to $40 extra. Heating and electricity. Many places saw 12 to 25% jumps in winter bills already. Add another $30 to $50 per month if it lingers. Anything delivered. Amazon, takeout, furniture. Shipping surcharges or baked-in diesel costs add $10 to $25. Total quiet monthly hit from energy alone right now? Easily $100 to $180, depending where you live and how much you drive or heat. Over 6 months, $600 to $1,100. Over a year, if it doesn't fully reverse, $1,200 to $2,200. That's not pocket change. That's a vacation, a chunk of emergency fund, extra student loan payment, or breathing room when the car needs tires. And here's the part that stings. Most of us didn't cut back when the headline said, "very complete." We heard relief. So we kept the same habits, same grocery list, same subscriptions, same occasional Uber or extra takeout. Why? Because our brains are built that way. Uncertainty is uncomfortable. A big authoritative voice says it's over, pretty much. We latch on. It feels good. Dopamine, hope. We filter out the lag. Refineries don't flip overnight. Tankers don't reroute in a day. Inventories take weeks to rebuild. OPEC Plus decisions don't instant reverse. It's classic anchoring bias. We anchor to the good news and downplay the stubborn realities still at the pump. Add recency effect. The spike felt sudden, so the drop should feel sudden too. But supply chains crawl. And loss aversion. Cutting spending now feels like losing something, while waiting for normal feels like free hope. So we wait. And waiting costs real money. If you ignore this pattern long-term, here's what tends to unfold. Not dramatic, just gradual. Month 3 to 6, you dip savings, or float on credit once or twice because margin vanished. Year 1, credit card creeps up. Interest starts biting. Emergency fund thinner. Year 2-3, you're reacting instead of planning. Next spike hits harder because buffer's gone. Maybe delayed dentist, car service, vacation. Meanwhile, the person down the hall, same salary, noticed early. They didn't wait for headlines to drop. They looked at their own numbers. My energy exposure is X dollars a month. If it rises 20%, I need Y buffer. They trimmed one subscription, shopped generics more, consolidated trips, kept fixed costs lean. 5 years on, the difference isn't Lambos, it's options. Less anxiety when the next headline drops. Ability to say yes to a better job move, or no to bad debt. Quiet freedom. The financially clear-headed don't obsess over politics or predictions. They run their household like a small business. Know your costs, know what's volatile, control what you can. They calculate personal exposure, miles driven, home energy use, food miles. They keep fixed obligations, rent, debt payments, cars, at 50 to 60% of take-home max, leaving room for shocks. They treat every energy headline as data, not drama. Trump says very complete? Cool. Still fill at $3.60 today. Plan accordingly. They don't live scared. They live aware. They ask, what if this lasts 6 months? 12 months? What's my real runway? Then adjust early, small, consistently. That's not pessimism. That's owning your numbers instead of renting them to headlines. Look, this isn't the apocalypse. Oil will likely ease more if tensions truly wind down. Supply can respond. But your costs don't wait for perfect headlines. They respond to what's actually happening at checkout, at the pump, on the bill. The single smartest move right now isn't chasing the next big trade or side hustle. It's just looking clearly. Track where the extra $100 to $150 is leaking each month. See it without guilt. Decide what, if anything, you want to shift. That awareness alone puts you miles ahead of most people. Still refreshing news, hoping for magic relief. You sat through this whole thing. You're already sharper for it. If these grounded, no-nonsense breakdowns help you see your money clearer, hit like and subscribe so I know to keep them coming, longer and deeper. Take it easy out there. Talk soon.